I'm getting ready to pull up right now on the side of Interstate 64 to pick up one of my customers. I absolutely hate with every fiber of my being getting out of the truck on the interstate. So this is going to be very less than preferable. I'm going to have to push this fucking barrel cone out of the way. Jesus Christ. Shouldn't have put your barrel cone there. I hate getting out of the truck on this damn road. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely freaking ridiculous. Nobody moves over. You know what half of these people don't think about is the fact that I've got a wife and a little girl that I really like getting home to. And the fact that they're just blowing by me, blowing my doors off, tells me that they don't really. There's people changing lanes into my lane. Now, I really don't like having to drag something, but I have no choice. I cannot open the driver's side door on this car. That guy's on the white line. Look at this. Look at this car hauler. Look at that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I can feel the wind from these cars all the way over here on the passenger side. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't even get into my truck. It looks like we got a little break in traffic coming up here in a second, so. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You And Virginia is supposed to have a move over law, but nobody cares about tow trucks, and it is very seldom enforced. I mean, I can't even get out. This is just absurd. It's the only option I got. This is a little editor's note before I go inside and try and put this video together. My whole purpose behind putting these videos together mainly is to bring awareness to Virginia's slow down and move over law, to hopefully increase accountability for people that use our roadways. It is a very dangerous place being on the side of the road. Tow truck drivers, police officers, firefighters, contractors, VDOT workers, we're in a very less than ideal spot on the side of the highway. And you figure typical small cars are around 4,000 pounds, and then 18-wheelers can be all the way up to 80,000 pounds. And to have these vehicles passing by us so close, to the point where it rocks the vehicles that we're towing, and it's scary. It can definitely be scary. Most of us, I don't know many of us that don't have families at home, and I always want to go home at the end of the day to my wife and daughter. And some days are really close to being unalived. I'm going to choose my words wisely so YouTube doesn't flag anything I say, but there's no reason not to slow down and move over. I mean, everybody just gets in such a rush to go nowhere. Wherever you're going is going to be there when you get there. Whatever you're going to do, an extra 2 minutes isn't going to hurt anything. So we really need to do better nationwide, but specifically in the state of Virginia, and we need to do better with enforcing the move over law, and we need to do better educating new drivers about the move over law, so that way they can understand why it's so scary and why it's so important. And I'm putting these videos together to bring awareness to it and to show just how scary it can be, because when the only thing between you and 4,000, 6,000, 80,000 pound missiles is a white line about yay big, it gets scary. If one of those vehicles just looks down at their phone for a second and veers over that white line and hits the car that I'm hooked to, well, I'm in a rollback. Where do you think that car is going to go? It's going up my bed, and then my truck's going to get hit, or God forbid, for some reason I'm behind the car. But with every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, and an object in motion stays in motion. So you're running 75 mile an hour down the interstate and you hit a vehicle on the side of the road that's a standstill. That vehicle's moving, and 90% of the time we're right in a point, or right in a position where if that truck shifts over, that's it. It's lights out. So we need to do better as Virginians to move over and slow down. So hopefully if this changes one person's opinion, then I've done something. If it changes 100's, I've done a really good thing.
So I don't always plan on just posting that type of stuff. I get into a lot of really weird recoveries, and of course we run accidents and tows for the police department. So I'll definitely get some footage of recoveries and accidents that we go to, so we can have a change of pace. But realistically, the main thing I want to focus on is bringing awareness to slowing down and moving over, so I can get home at the end of my shift, so other drivers can go home. Police officers, people on the side of the road. If a car breaks down on the side of the road, if they have their hazards activated, you're lawfully required to slow down and move over. Even if they don't have their hazards on, it's the common courtesy thing to do. Until you've been in that situation yourself, you don't know how scary it is having your car rocked by the wind coming off of a vehicle running 70 mile an hour. It's my little editor's note. I'm putting this in at the end of the video, so thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please share this video. Help me bring awareness to slow down and move over law. Thanks.